All right, what's going on, y'all? I'm here today with the deck profile. This is a deck that I was using this last Saturday at my locals. I ended up going 4-1, made it to the top two, and me and this dude decided to split. He was stationed at Fort Bliss 2. He's in the Army as well. We decided to split the top two prize. If we would have gone for it, I'm more than sure I would have got the win. I was going against dinos. I know that they're explosive, but I feel like True Draco is really combative, especially Demise True Draco. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what my main deck and my side deck was. I'm getting better with my side deck. It's not the greatest, so bear with me. Give me any suggestions that you guys might have. Any suggestions for the deck that you might have, just so I can make it better. I'm deploying July 25th, so I'm going to be playing in a couple more locals, testing this out some more with some new variants and see how it goes. But my matchups were started against like Metal Foes, Invoked, and that was kind of crazy because it was actually really good. Then I went against the New Magicians and all their Zark support. And then I went against Zodiac. I actually lost that match. I got 2-0'd. Then I played True Draco Zodiac, 2-0'd them. And then it was top 4, and I played Zodiac again. That same dude who beat me, and I 2-0'd him. And yeah, I've just been kind of like learning how to combat against Zodiac and whatnot. But enough of me talking. Let me just go ahead and show you guys what I have. So staple. True Draco Demise, you need U3 Masterpiece. I have my 2 Dynamites and the Majesty Maiden. I love getting these 2 out first turn because he searches the trap, she searches a Masterpiece, same turn, tribute off her as well as, a trap that he brings out, pop a monster, bring out Masterpiece. It's awesome. That combo worked really well for me throughout the night. For hand traps, I run 2 Ghost Ash and 2 Ogre. I was running 3 and 2, but that was bricking way too much, especially since I run Card of Demise. So I kind of bumped it down a little bit. I'm even thinking about bumping it down even more. But they come so in handy that it's hard to cut them. Then 2 Fossil Dyna. This card came in the clutch. I don't know how many times that thing came in the clutch. Won me a game against True Draco Zodiac. You couldn't get anything out first turn. So yeah, that's a game winner right here sometimes if you get it first turn. You can protect it. And that's it for my monsters. Move that to the side. After that, of course, the 3 Draconic Diagrams. You gotta run 3 in a True Draco deck. It's too good not to. They're dropping in price, so they're easier to get, so I would suggest that. Then the 3 Terraformings that go with it. So it's like you have 6. You're always bound to get one, and say you run through all 3 in your first turn, which I've done, you can pop Terraformings. It's a really good option. These next cards, the 3 Disciples of the True Draco Phoenix and the 3 True Draco Heritage, were absolutely phenomenal. I was getting so much card draws off these things, popping True Draco traps, monsters, and especially against True Draco Zoo. The amount of cards I was able to draw was just ridiculous. I never usually drew less than 1 card off of Heritage, or less than 2 off Heritage, and I always got something good with Disciples of the True Draco Phoenix, so worked out really, really well. Next, for more draw power, 3 Potted Duality, 2 of the Duelist Saga, 1 random rare. Always clutch. I came out with that first turn every single time. It was insane. Card of Demise, I run 2. They actually didn't work out for me all that well. It really worked really well. Maybe 2 or 3 times. It actually won me a game against True Draco Zoo. Insane the way I fucking top decked the Card of Demise, and I went into a whole play that was I brought out a Masterpiece and was able to pop his monster and keep board advantage. So Demise worked well at times. And then my 1 board white, Rigeki. And that's it for my spells. So whenever I side, and say I want to side in more hand traps, I will side Card of Demise out and keep Pot of Duality. So then I won't have to ditch them. I don't know how many times I ditched the Ash Blossom and a Masterpiece because I couldn't bring them out. Then I run the 3 True Draco Apocalypse. I love this card, having the attack of monsters on the field. For some reason, this deck tends to have problems with like Chaos Max Dragon, Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon, so you can have the attack and it works out really well. Um, then your 3 True Kings Return. I love this card. The Call of the Haunted, and I can tribute same turn. And it's a continuous Call of the Haunted, and that's the insane part. I love this card, and opponents tend to have a hard time knowing what to pop when everything works so well together. I have to lose 1 turn. That won me a couple games. People were just like, "What is that card?" When I explained it to them, they weren't too happy about it. 1 Unending Nightmare. I should probably side this card. Didn't really do too much for me. I popped a couple field spells and that was it. And then the Warning and the Strike. I'm thinking about siding this, Unending, and adding another Strike. Because Strike won me a game, my second game against True Draco Zoo. All in all, it was a really fun time, and everybody was just like crowded around the table. I remember I milled out like 3/4 of my deck at one point, and it was just a lot of fun. Side, I'm gonna take this out. Pandora's Jewelry Box. While you have no extra deck, draw 2 cards instead. 1 for your normal draw. Fairy Tale Snow. There's no real reason for me to have that either. I just like it. Vanity's Fiend. Vanity's Fiend. I'm thinking about main decking that, and especially when the higher rarity comes out. Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. With the 3 Kaijus, I would absolutely have to side out Demise if I wanted to side this in. But once again, awesome. A Dark Hole, another Dynamite, another Ash Blossom, a Mage Power, because Mage Power is freaking awesome with this deck. If you get it out and it doesn't get popped. 2 Dimension Guardians, target 1 face-up attack position monster, and it can't be destroyed with battle or card effects, and it's continuous and can be attributed as well. And the Ignis Heat, I don't ever side him in. I was going to, decided not to. So all in all, this deck worked out really well, absolutely well, and you know, I was really happy with the way that it played. You know, the matchups were really good. I never really knew how to combat Zodiacs, and the dude who was playing the Zodiacs that beat me knew I was new to the game in a sense that I've really only played about 5 or 6 times at like a locals, and he was like, "Yo, let me help you out," and he was looking at my side deck, giving me like, you know, some advice and everything. But what I really want to add is 2 Ghost Reapers and add 1 or 2 extra deck monsters from every meta deck. And when Link Summoning comes out and you have Ghost Reaper and you banish their Link monsters, you can completely destroy them. So, you know, I'm thinking about adding that in as well. But I'm just going ahead and shuffling this up a little bit. It's probably going to be clumped together. But one thing I'm going to be completely honest about, I'm mad the way that my cards are starting to bend. Look at that. Starting with the Ghost Ash, Blossom, a Raigeki, a Heritage, Return, and a Terraforming. So